conflict, terrorism, climate change, human rights violations, poverty, inequality, and the rise of misinformation are testing the UN and humanity like never before. Despite this, the UN continues to be a beacon of hope, striving to deliver the future we all envision, including the realization of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and achievement of the SDGs. In numbers, the UN assists and protects 131 million people fleeing war, famine, and persecution. It provides food and assistance to over 150 million people in 120 countries and territories. It promotes and protects human rights through 80 global treaties and declarations. And it supplies vaccines to 45% of world's children, saving 3 million lives annually. Most importantly, the UN maintains peace with 71,000 peacekeepers in 11 operations around the world. Nepal and the UN share a relationship nearly 7 decades long, as old as Nepal's army involvement in peacekeeping, which began in 1958 with the deployment of 5 military observers to Lebanon under the UNOGIL mission. Nepal is now the #1 troop contributing country with more than 6,000 Nepali peacekeepers, blue helmets, from the Nepali Army, police and armed police force, currently serving in 14 missions globally. In total, more than 170,000 Nepali Army personnel, including nearly 2,000 women, have served in 44 UN peacekeeping missions, impacting and protecting the lives of the world's most vulnerable people. But peacekeeping is not easy, and not without danger. I would like to take this opportunity to thank UNIFIL peacekeepers currently in Lebanon, including 858 Nepali peacekeepers who, despite the ongoing tense and dangerous situation, are working to protect civilian population as part of the mission's mandate. Above all, I would like to express my heartfelt condolences to the families of the 84 brave peacekeepers from Nepal who volunteered for service and sacrificed their own lives whilst protecting the lives of others, and to acknowledge and thank the peacekeepers who have been injured in the line of duty. In September, the General Assembly adopted the Pact for the Future, the Global Digital Compact, and the Declaration on Future Generations. Together, these milestone agreements will help ensure that the United Nations system adapts, reforms, and rejuvenates so that it is fit to respond to the changes and challenges around us and deliver solutions to all. Inspire in multilateralism, to rekindle old partnerships and forge new ones by focusing on the issues that bring us together rather than the ones that divide us. Let's remember, the only path to peace value of global solidarity. Thank you, and happy UN Day 2024.
Thank you, sir.
उपस्थित अतिथि महानुभाव हुनेछ।
Now we transition to the joint band display, where the Nepali Army, the Nepal Police and Armed Police Force Band will come together in a powerful symphony, resonating the tune of peace, pride and honor. Ladies and gentlemen, before you, the Joint Band team has displayed the remarkable structure of UN Day 2024.
आदरणीय महानुभावहरू, अब फ्लाई पास्ट हुनेछ।
Ladies and gentlemen, at this very moment, a spectacular flypast is being executed by the Army Air Service Nepali Army, featuring a banner display showcasing the United Nations Day 2024, along with an elegant floral showering.
उपस्थित महानुभावहरू, अब प्रमुख अतिथि सम्माननीय प्रधानमन्त्री श्री केपी शर्मा ओलीज्यूलाई शुभकामना मन्तव्य राखिदिनु हुन हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्दछु।
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, it is my immense honor and privilege to invite today's chief guest, Right Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. KP Sharma Oli, to deliver his keynote speech.
Honorable Ministers, Your Excellencies, Chief of Army Staff, and the members of Nepali Army, delegates, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste and a very warm good morning to all. I am deeply honored to stand before this esteemed gathering to celebrate United Nations Day 2024. Let me extend my heartiest greetings to the entire UN family and commend the courageous peacekeepers from around the world, particularly those serving at present in the United Nations interim force in Lebanon. Then their unwavering dedication and fearlessness in the face of increasingly complex challenges and hard situations exemplify the true spirit of peacekeeping and inspire all of us to uphold global peace and security. At the outset, I express my sincere thanks to the Ministry of Defense and the Nepali Army for organizing this important event. I also appreciate all the international delegates, UN experts, and dignitaries for your presence here today. Your presence reflects the solidarity which is crucial for reinforcing the determination to uphold the values that global community wishes for. This day offers an opportunity to reiterate our steadfast commitment to the ideals of the UN Charter. For decades, we have been a persistent advocate of peace, equality, cooperation, and the peaceful resolution of conflict in the international arena. Our long contributions to the UN peacekeeping missions, international treaties, and disarmament efforts reflect our dedication to global tranquility and harmony. I am immensely proud of our peacekeepers, whose tireless dedication has left a lasting mark on conflict-affected regions in every nook and corner of the globe. Distinguished guests, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as part of our foreign policy, we are always adhering to the principles of peaceful coexistence, mutual respect for sovereignty, and non-interference. Our position as a nation located between two large neighbors demands that we maintain a policy of friendship to all and enmity to none. Furthermore, we are firmly committed to multilateralism, strongly believing that global challenges like climate change, poverty, and security challenges, which starkly require collective and multilateral solutions. Nepal, being a responsible and effectively engaging member state in the international community, would like to play a constructive role to move forward peace, stability, and sustainable development all around the world. Today, I would like to remind all of us that our partnership and collectiveness reinforce the UN to effectively carry out its critical missions, often in some of the world's most challenging environments. I also acknowledge with deep gratitude and a spirit of collaboration that drives the UN country teams, UN field missions, and specialized UN agencies working diligently across the globe. Their dedication to development, peace building, and humanitarian support is a shining example of how united efforts can create lasting and positive change for millions of people. Distinguished guests, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud of our long peacekeeping history, and we are committed to send skilled and competent peacekeepers however the UN calls for, whenever the UN calls for. However, peace operations are facing growing challenges. They are increasingly at risk from violent groups and dynamic security situations. Conflicts are becoming more and more complex, so the conflict management and resolutions require strong international support and solidarity. Therefore, it is crucial that countries like ours provide forces with the tools needed to stay safe while carrying out their missions. The government of Nepal fully supports efforts to ensure the safety, training, and readiness of our peacekeepers. We are also deeply committed to the meaningful participation of women, as their participation exhibits a symbolic representation by which women empowerment is established in conflict-ridden societies. Nepal also has wholeheartedly endorsed the Declaration of Shared Commitments in support of the Action for Peacekeeping initiative and its enhanced version, the FOP Plus initiative, spearheaded by the United Nations. These initiatives reflect our broader vision of collective global security and Nepal's readiness to shoulder its responsibilities as a responsible member of the international community. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in the event of United Nations Day 2024 celebration, we should also recognize the broader challenges the global community faces, particularly the urgent global environmental concerns. The 79th UN General Assembly highlighted the growing impacts of climate change, biodiversity loss, and environmental degradation. As we all know, countries like Nepal, despite contributing minimally to global carbon emission, are disproportionately affected by this crisis. We are witnessing the melting of our glaciers, unpredictable monsoons, and a surge in mutual disasters like every year takes away many lives and damages the properties. Recent monsoon disaster in Nepal, with regrettable loss of lives and properties, is evident through enough of the growing challenges we face. These challenges transcend national borders, as we recently saw the disastrous Hurricane Milton devastating Florida in the US. Thus, it is high time for us to collectively fight against common threat of humankind. Let me also reiterate that Nepal is committed to playing its part and stands ready to collaborate with global partnerships that prioritize climate resilience and sustainability. We are confident that the UN's continued leadership in addressing climate change issue will guide us forward for shared solutions, which are essential for the survival of vulnerable nations like ours. Distinguished guests, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, in this volatile and ambiguous situation around the world, Nepal remains steadfast in its commitment to the principles of the United Nations. We will continue to support global efforts to promote peace, security, sustainable development, and environmental protection. Before concluding my few words, I would like to extend my heartiest thanks to all the dignitaries present here today, from home and abroad, for your valuable time. Your presence has made this event a success. On behalf of the people of Nepal, I wish the entire UN family a joyous United Nations Day 2024. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
आफ्नो मन्तव्यका लागि प्रधानमन्त्रीज्यूलाई हार्दिक धन्यवाद ज्ञापन गर्दछु। विशिष्ट अतिथिगण, महिला तथा सज्जनवृन्द, अब प्रधान सेनापति महारथी श्री अशोक राज सिग्देलज्यूलाई समापन मन्तव्य राखिदिनु हुन हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्दछु।
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite the Chief of the Army Staff, General Ashok Raj Sigdel, to convey a final reflection on today's celebration with the closing remarks.
Chief Guest, Right Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, former Chief of the Army Staff, Secretaries of the Government of Nepal, Your Excellencies, the Ambassadors, the Head of Mission and Force Commander Andof, Head of Security Agencies, President Nepali Army Wives Association, former force commanders of various, Mayor of Parliament, commandants of Peace Operation Training Center from friendly foreign countries, United Nations Residence Coordinator and representatives from UN at Army Stadium. As we gather here to celebrate United Nations Day 2024, I would like to extend my heartiest gratitude to our Chief Guest, Right Honorable Prime Minister, for your gracious presence. My sincere thanks also goes to the Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, and all distinguished guests for your remarkable participation. Today, as we mark this occasion, we acknowledge the vital role that the UN continues to play in promoting peace, security, and international cooperation. In that spirit, I pause to pay tribute to the brave men and women who have served in various UN peacekeeping missions, many of whom have sacrificed their life in the pursuit of a safer and more peaceful world. Peaceful world. Their dedication and sacrifice have paved the way for a better future. And we hold their memory close to our hearts, deeply inspired by their courage and sacrifice. Furthermore, I extend my deepest gratitude to all UN personnel for their tireless works to uphold the values that we honor today. Distinguished guests, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, UN continues to play a symbol of hope for millions worldwide by promoting peace, preventing conflicts, and supporting those in need. Skills, earning or deploying peacekeepers worldwide in various UN peace operations. This commitment has not only helped the United Nations to carry out its mandate, but also enhanced Nepal's standing in the global community. As a soldier, I had the honor to serving a peacekeeper. I am proud to stand among all peacekeepers who have done the same. I also want to acknowledge the outstanding contribution of the Nepal Police, Nepal Armed Police of alongside the Army have served in conflict zones across Africa, Asia, Europe and Middle East. Together, we have demonstrated Nepal's unfaltering commitment to global peace and security. The dedication and courage of Nepali peacekeepers in representing our nation and contributing to international peace and security is truly commendable. Distinguished aware that current peacekeeping environment around the world is characterized by complex conflict involving both the state and non-state actors. Field missions are multidimensional. They face resource constraint and force protection itself has become more and more challenging while carrying out the given mandate. Furthermore, we take pride in deploying highly trained contingents and professional experts in the mission. We carefully select unit commanders, military observers, and headquarters staffs. In addition, the Nepali Army is enhancing peacekeeping capability readiness system to meet the government's commitment of providing 10,000 peacekeepers. In that line, with our commitment to the global peace, Nepal has developed the Brigade Peace Operation Training Center in Pathal as a center of excellence. This initiative includes regular UN-related peace operation training and infrastructure development, reflecting our dedication to preparing effective peacekeepers. Distinguished guests, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, at the end, once again, I would like to express my heartiest gratitude to today's chief guest, the Right Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Ministers for sparing your valuable time to grace this occasion. I also extend my gratitude to all our distinguished guests, Your Excellency, Ambassadors, Commandants of various peace operation training centers from South Asia, and UN Residence Coordinator for your valuable presence. Your presence and relentless support hold great significance for the Nepali Army. I would also like to express my thanks to the Directorate of Peace Operation of Nepali Army, participating team of Nepal Police, Armed Police Force of Nepal, and various units and formations to make this event a success. Finally, I would like to extend my best wishes to the entire UN family. Happy United Nations Day 2024. Thank you very much.
धन्यवाद सर। उपस्थित आदरणीय महानुभावहरू, यससँगै संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघ दिवस 2024 को अवसरमा